Hello students, welcome back to my channel. In our last lecture, we were discussing about Standard 10 Social Science subject, chapter number 18, Price Rise and Consumer Awareness. Today, we will talk about reasons of price rise, and in that category, we will discuss about the first point, increase in monetary supply. Now here in this point we will learn how the supply of money increase and that particular situation can be considered as reason of price rise. Now supply of money in economy increase in three ways. First, by filling the deficit replacement, that is by generating new money. Government will generate new money. Second, increase in circulation of money, that is increase in transaction of money in market. That means in market exchange of money will increase. And third, that is to decrease rate of interest on debt. That means the rate of interest decrease. Now, we have to understand all these 3 points in detail. But before that, we will understand by paperwork. See, whenever supply of money increase, purchase capacity also increase. If purchase capacity increase, then in that case, whenever purchase capacity increase, then in that case, demand also increase. But at the same time, when demand increase, supply remains stable. So because of that, price increase. For example, I am working in a school and my salary increase. Now when salary increase, that is supply of money increase. So my purchase capacity increase. So I will demand for more product. But at the same time, supply will remain stable. Okay, so demand is more, but supply remains stable. So whoever wants to pay high price, that person will get the product. So this is a common equation. Now, we will learn about the line by line discussion from textbook. When there is increase in money, income of people, purchase power, purchase capacity, effective demand of commodities and services increase. As I told you, purchase capacity increase. But total supply does not increase according to it. So price rise is there. In order to fulfill planned and unplanned expenditure, government increase supply of money by generating new money through deficit replacement policy. Deficit replacement means what? Government want to fulfill deficit. Deficit means one kind of debt. Increase in administrative expenses of government and unplanned expenditure, defense expenditure, or increase in expenditure of different welfare schemes and fairs, expenditure on celebration, public and private expenditure leads to sudden increase. Please underline, increase in supply of money in market, which increase purchase power, result increasing the price level. The same equation is indirectly given. Okay, government will increase supply of money. Why? Because government wants to fulfill their debt. Which kind of debt? Defense expenditure, various welfare schemes announced by government, expenditure of various celebration, public and private expenditure. To satisfy all these expenses, government increase the supply of money in the market. And because of that, the supply of money increase, and that leads to price rise. Thus, increasing in purchase power becomes the reason of price rise. Now next, no increase in the total production or supply of commodities and services in the market to unplanned expense of government. But due to increased salary and allowance, I hope you understand, here it is very clearly given indication. Increase in salary and allowance, supply of money increase. So purchase capacity increase. Along with it, resources of production start getting more value. So income increase, leading in cumulative increase in supply of money. Means what? If my salary increase, I get various allowances, I get more income, I get more money. So in that case, supply of money increase. But commodities and services supply will remain stable. As a result of it, purchase power increase, total demand increase, but total supply does not increase. I already explained to you in the equation, and this leads to price rise. See, because of allowances, supply of money increase, purchase capacity increase, demand increase, but supply of commodities and services remain stable. Demand is more, supply remains stable. That leads to price rise. The next paragraph, the paragraph says about the same instruction in a different way. The price rise is a result as well as reason for the income in supply of money. Means because of price rise, a person try to increase the income. For example, if I realize I am not able to satisfy the basic necessity of my family, then in that case, I try my level best to increase my income. So if I successfully increase my income, so supply of money increase, purchase capacity increase, demand increase, supply remains stable, again price rise. This will be continued. Now the bank reduces the rate of interest on credit as well as increase its reserve cash, which help it to give loan and credit at low rate of interest and mild condition, low condition, which result in increase in supply of money in the hands of people, which create pressure on demand and commodities and substantially cause price rise. Now what the point says, now according to this point, bank will decrease interest rates on loan. Means what? Last year if you go to the bank and say I want loan of 1 lakh rupees, bank says that you have to pay interest 10%. Okay. So people will not go for a loan because 10% is very high. But this year bank will do what? Bank will decrease the interest rate on loan. Means this year if somebody go for a loan, bank will say that only 2% or 5%. So what happens? When the decrease in interest rates on loan, more people apply for loan. More people will apply for loan. If more people apply for loan, then more people loan approved. If more people loan approve, that means supply of money increase, purchase capacity increase, demand increase, supply remain as it is, so price rise. So whenever bank decrease the interest rates on loan, more and more people apply for loan, and more people loan approved, and more people supply of money increase, so more people purchase capacity increase. This particular part remains continue. So this is the reason of price rise. Now second point is population growth. Now population increase at a rate of 1.9% in India. So common sense, more people means more demand. The total population of India was 121 crore in 2011. But because of speedy increase in the population of country in 2001, an imbalanced condition in demand and supply was created, which lead to shortage of supply, leading to price rise. So here this is that population itself the reason of price rise. More people means more demand. Okay. And we learn the equation. If demand increase, then supply will not increase with the same rate. So price rise will be there. So population is one of the reason of price rise. Next point, that is increase in export. Now increase in export means what? Export means the supply of goods transfer to other country. Whenever the export increase, it creates shortage in our country. Okay, for example, government sell 10,000 kg of mango to other country. That means the supply of mango will remain low in India. Supply will be less, demand will be more. So price surely increase. Because of increase in demand of Indian goods in foreign market, government has encouraged increase in export, as a result of which availability of the commodities decrease in local or internal market. So scarcity, shortage is observed, and shortage of supply against demand leads to price rise, as I already explained. Next, high price of raw material. Okay, now high price of raw material itself increase the price of finished goods. For example, this is a pen. Now it made with plastic. So if the plastic price increase, then common sense, this pen price also increase. So high price of raw material is also one of the reason of price rise. Not only that, even shortage of raw material is also one of the reason of price rise. See what our book says. Shortage of raw material leads to increase in production cost. So price of commodities increase. On the other side, consumer of produced goods are same worker or common people. They demand for increase in salary, and when it is satisfied, there is again increase of production cost, resulting into price rise. Thus, vicious cycle of price rise keeps going on. The people who are selling raw material, they try their level best to earn more profit. So they increase the price. So automatically the finished goods increase. Finished goods price increase. Okay. Next, the usage of non-registered currency, that is black money. In order to save tax, many economical dealings are not mentioned in accounting book. Many people hide their high income or excess income, and thus such an income is not mentioned in the accounting book and tax is not paid on it. This unregistered income is called black money. Means the money whose accounting is not registered. Because of the fear of being caught for paying income tax or service tax, rather than storing money, people used to as early as possible and purchase unwanted things. Thus, black money has been supportive for price rise. For example, if a person has, say for example, 10 crore rupees black money, means he has an income, but he is not recorded this money in a books of account. So what to do with that 10 crore rupees? They can't keep the currency notes of 10 crore at their home. So what they do? They try to purchase. They try to purchase unwanted things. They try to purchase unwanted things. So demand of unwanted things increase and automatically price increase. So in that case, black money is also one of the reason of price rise. The next is price rise by government. Now the government support prices of petroleum products, chemical fertilizer, support price for agriculture crops by the way of administrative orders, and because of which supply of money increased due to the step taken by the government to fill the debt. Now government itself increased the supply of money, as we already discussed. They announced the support price for petroleum products. Government announced support price for chemical fertilizer, support price for agriculture, means at that rate transaction of agriculture products has to be done, and because of that government has to take the action and government increase the supply of money, and as a result of which price rise is there. So that's why it says that government only give the birth to price rise. Next is natural factors of price rise. It mentioned over here that production reduces due to natural calamities. For example, earthquake, tsunami, and because of that reason, production reduce. Lockdown, for example, production reduce. Okay, excessive rainfall, drought, earthquake, epidemic, and human factors like war, riots, movement, strike, industrial unrest, lockouts, etc. are the adverse effects seen in supply. So supply decrease, demand increase, so price rise will be there. Decrease in supply when the quantity of money remains stable, result in increase the pressure of demand on commodities, resulting in price rise. Income remains stable, but supply of product is not available, so it increase the prices. Next is the next point mentioned over here is smuggling, hoarding, and black marketing. Now we discuss all these three terms term by term. Many times, due to high import duty rates as well as control on import or restriction on export, with the intention of duty evasion, duty free, secretly, without paying tax, foreign goods are dumped in our country. It's called smuggling. Illegally, foreign products available in Indian market is considered as smuggling. But obviously, these products are come after taking risk, so their prices will remain very high. Due to speculation of rumors, because of sometimes rumors, predictions that prices are going to rise in future, all the section of society, businessman, producer, consumer get involved in hoarding, collecting more or less quantity. For example, if it is rumored that there will be lockdown tomorrow, so today everybody go in market and try to purchase. So what happened? Demand increase, supply remain as it is, so price increase. So as a result of it, pressure on supply of that commodity is created. An artificial scarcity arises, so by increasing the price of the commodity, they increase the profit margin, the producer take undue advantage of people and they ask for pay more amount, and that is called profiteering. At the same time, black marketing is also going on. You see, sometimes in some of the places, the prices of product is double in cinema hall and etc. That is also one kind of reasons of price rise. Thus, by evil activities like hoarding, black marketing, profiteering, scarcity of commodities is created in the market, and this is a factor responsible for price rise. Now the next is why prices should be controlled. Why price is required to be controlled. See, continuous price rise causes massive, far-reaching and adverse effect on economy and social life of people, because people cannot able to purchase product. It disturbs their social life. To avoid these effects, there is a need of price control has arisen, and we will understand the effect of price rise as follow. What happens if the prices are constant increase? What is the impact of that? That we have to learn. Now here there are points given. The vicious circle of price rise keep on moving continuously because of increase in profit, increase in income, increasing purchasing power, increasing demand of goods and services. Life of poor and middle class people becomes miserable. They cannot able to purchase product. It's difficult for them to survive. Second, rate of savings and capital generation decrease. People will not able to save money. Okay, savings of people will decrease because people need to spend money to satisfy the requirement. So saving tendency will decrease. Production of capital generation decrease. Bank will not generate the capital due to price rise. Production of necessary commodities decrease. New business industries employment stops. You can't give new job because you are already facing shortage of money. How you can recruit new people? So employment decrease. Again it affects to the whole nation. Foreign investment decrease because of increase in import of goods. Foreign exchange is spent, which gives rise to new problem. More and more people try to purchase import items, starting from iPhone up to everything. That create a new problem. Because of you are increasing the import goods, our country's money goes to some other nation. And it adversely affect to foreign exchange. And it will create a new problem for a country. Next, production of necessary goods decrease, so scarcity is created. People will, producers will stop producing basic necessities. The producer will produce luxurious items. And demand of luxurious item will be always more. So it creates scarcity of basic necessary goods. So living standard of people deteriorates in very bad condition. The poor become more poor because cannot able to satisfy basic requirements. Because the shortage of the basic necessities, the prices of the basic necessity will increase. As the production cost of goods increase in the country because of the raw material price increase, they become expensive. So the cost of export goods increase. Comparatively, imported goods become cheap in the market. For example, made in China products. As a result, export decrease and import increase. We are buying foreign products and we are selling less Indian products to abroad. Now balance of exchange is disturbed, and this imbalance create the import-export in a very different way, and in that way our country's debt increase. Living standard of poor or middle class deteriorates, becomes price rise. In order to fulfill requirement, immoral activities start. Like for example, I am not able to satisfy the necessity of my family. I will go on a wrong ways, on a criminal side. Robbery, murder, crime, betting, gambling, hoarding, profiteering, black marketing, corruption, suicide. All these increase in society. The moral values or moral degradation occurs in society. Thus, inflationary price rise is hindrance for economy. So there is a desperate need to control the price rise. We require to control the prices at any cost. So the next topic is steps taken to control price rise, and that we will discuss in next lecture. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in comment section.